What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Judgment Day, the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10. The tie-in for the big event is finally here for Peter Parker. This is going to be the judgment of the Amazing Spider-Man, setting aside everything that has been currently ongoing with his series. The world is in turmoil. The world is about to be judged. Everybody has 24 hours. And we get to see not only who is going to be judging Peter Parker, but also how he handles the fact that judgment is now upon him. If you didn't catch the judgment of Tony Stark, be sure to check out the last video I just did. I uploaded it an hour before this one. It is definitely one you do not want to miss. I will go out and say that there is a X-Men number 15, Children of the Vault, that is not tied into Judgment Day, but man, is it absolutely phenomenal. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, it is going out across the globe. The news is out. There is a Celestial known as the Progenitor. He has given the world 24 hours. Individual and collective judgment is upon them. And while some loot, some steal, some act completely irrational, others are out there trying to do good deeds. Not because they're good people, but because they believe they need redemption. We have Peter Parker, who is currently on the phone with Tony Stark, trying to see if all of this is real, trying to see if they need any kind of assistance. This is when he learns that the Progenitor will come to you in the form of maybe someone you hate, maybe someone you love, maybe some kind of regret that you have had. It's really just unknown what they will come to you in the form of, but usually it's something that you will recognize. For Peter Parker, that judgment comes in the form of Gwen freaking Stacy. This is when Randy shows up to the door of Peter Parker, asking Randy if he sees Gwen Stacy. He says that he sees no one there, so Peter is the only one that can actually see her. But today, Peter Parker is supposed to help Randy pick out a tux. Peter a little bit confused that you even wanted to do this on today of all days, but if there was any better day to stick to the plan, stick to your promises, today might actually be that day. And so they go out, they go try on a tux. The tailor surprisingly is here as well, but he really believes, like, if I'm going to be judged, why not be judged for an honest day's work? This is what I do day in and day out. Why would I change up what I'm doing just because some celestial or god or something would like to come and judge me? Let them judge me here at my place of work where I've been doing business my entire life. And so Randy asks, what are you going to do with the rest of your day? Now that you've helped me out, now that you helped me pick out my tux, so on and so forth, what are you going to do next? The next thing he plans to do is go see Aunt May. They have kind of been on the outs of late, but he has come here to remind her that he loves her, that he cares about her, and that it was great to see her, but he's got a few other people that he would like to see before the day is through. Aunt May has no concerns about what is going on, because the Progenitor, he comes to give her judgment in the form of Uncle Ben. And it's really just a touching and lovely moment. We know that Aunt May passes, and if Aunt May doesn't pass, burn the freaking world down, because if she doesn't pass, who the heck could possibly pass? And so Peter, being done talking with Aunt May, he heads off to Jonah. Jonah immediately gives him a giant hug, apologizes for everything bad he has ever done, all the nasty things he has ever said, for all the Spider Slayer stuff, for the Scorpion, for all of it. He apologizes for everything that he has ever done, calling everybody that he has ever met, telling them he is sorry. This is where Peter Parker slows him down, says, listen, you are forgiven. The truth is, you're a good guy. Jonah has been someone that has always done what he believes is right, even if he went about it in very terrible and horrible ways. At the time, you believed that you were right. And so, forgiving Jonah, he heads up to the rooftop, the one where he used to come, the one where he was hoping he might run into Ben, the Progenitor, still watching him, not saying a singular word, just watching him all day long, but having nobody to talk to. He talks to Gwen, saying that this is where Ben used to come, one of many things that he had in common with his clone. He knows that he is missing, possibly even worse than that, but he cannot shake the feeling that one day Ben is going to come swinging in, and that maybe, just maybe, he can help him. But spending enough time up here, this is where he heads down to Miles, just checking in, wanting to say hi, say hello, making sure that he knows that he is very much appreciated and loved, that it is an honor to share this job and this name with him. And so with his rounds being done for the day, he goes back home, he gets in bed, he's ready to go to sleep, and Gwen Stacy, the progenitor, is just staring at him. Not really sure what to think, what is going on. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, you can stand there and be weird, but I'm gonna go to sleep now. Waking up the next morning, he does try to call into work, the progenitor just glaring at him. This is where he recognizes he probably shouldn't lie about this. Like, why not just go into work? Going in, this is when he runs into Kamala Khan. She is currently hard at work doing her new project, believing that it is about ready for testing. This is when Norman walks into the room. The progenitor, seeing Norman currently taking the form of Gwen Stacy, Norman Osborn killed Gwen Stacy. And so while this is the progenitor, we see the Gwen Stacy form looking a little bit frightened. Peter Parker letting Norman know that he needs to get out of here and do it now. It was definitely a little bit odd, a little bit awkward, but Norman doesn't understand what is currently going on. Peter is the only one that can see Gwen Stacy, but when Gwen disappears, he goes chasing after her, finding her on the rooftop, trying to explain, trying to say, I know you are upset that I am working with him, but I need you to understand. Even though I know you are not the real Gwen, you could simply just be the memories I have of her that the Celestial is projecting in front of me. But he wanted a chance to explain how he has lived his life since the day that she has died, saying that he lost somebody such a long time ago. He wanted to do something, anything, to get her back. Not everybody agreed with his tactics. In fact, nobody did. He couldn't find anybody to help him except for Norman. And though it didn't work out the way that he wanted to, he still tried. And now Norman has a chance at a fresh start, at trying to be a good man. And Peter feels responsible to ensure that that stays on track, that Norman becomes the man that he could potentially be. It is his responsibility to keep him from becoming the man who killed Gwen Stacy. He is doing this because he still loves her. This is when the progenitor finally speaks, saying that it sees Peter, it sees his heart, it sees that it is full, it is open, and it is alive. And so he is judged worthy. He also gets a gift from the Celestial. With a giant blast of energy, we see Gwen Stacy. This is not the progenitor. This is the real life Gwen Stacy. Not sure where she has been, not sure where she was, saying that Peter looks so very old at this point, having so much to say, but also not knowing what to say at all. Neither of them know what to say, but they have missed one another. Tears rolling down their eyes. She lets Peter know that she is leaving. The progenitor just wanted to give them a small moment, to give her that moment to see that beautiful heart of his fully open. And with that, Gwen Stacy disappears. Listening in this whole time was Norman. He kinda loses it because he recognizes that he was talking to the real Gwen, but he needs to pull it together that everything is fine, everything is okay. But his judgment is just about to begin. This time it is Gwen Stacy, but it's not gonna be the loving, warm, kind Gwen Stacy that Peter Parker just had dealings with. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, like I said, all of these issues that are the tie-ins, the Judgment Day of, we get the judgment of Sebastian Shaw or Tony Stark or Peter Parker. I think it is one of the best things to come out of this event. Now, there's a lot of other things that are super awesome, but this is getting a chance to break it down to the character, to see their judgment throughout that 24 hours. And the characters are just so well written. Their past traumas, their love, their hate, their joy, all of it is brought to the surface. Everything that they have been repressing, everything that they have been keeping to themselves, all of their scars exposed. And yet, we are 10 issues deep into the Amazing Spider-Man, and we still have no idea what actually happened 6 months ago. Man, is it freaking frustrating. I really hope the next couple of issues get to it, because I'm on the verge of just dropping this series altogether. Don't get me wrong, this Judgment Day tie-in is amazing. It is hands down the best issue of the last 10 issues. But that is only because it is a tie-in to Judgment Day and having Gwen Stacy here. That is the only thing that make this comic even worth picking up. I would go on to say that you shouldn't even pick up issue 11. Probably wait till I do the review, let you guys know what is going on and see if it is even worth your time to continue on this series. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Spider-Man or Judgment Day, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only are there tons of perks, but you're also helping out the channel tremendously. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.